the infamous mozzarella stick meme that you can recall?
I was like trying to think about this the other day, and I have like, I mean, in general, I have just like a skewed timeline of the last fucking 5 to 7 years, but I don't think I ever saw like the original tweet or anything like that. I think it was like the meme form of it, you know, like just like the screenshot of the tweet. I don't know where I would have saw it. Like, I feel like the first time I saw it was when someone sent it to me. But yeah, again, I can't remember the timeline, but once it was there, and it was everywhere. So yeah.
How many times do you think you've had it sent to you, if you had to guess?
I think like in my head, it always like, you know, thinking back, like it feels like it was like an onslaught of like, you know, every time I opened my DMs, there was like 10 more of them, and it felt like 100 per day. Like, honestly, I'm sure it was like, I don't know, like when it was at its like peak the first time, you know, I probably got hit with it like, you know, 5-6 times within like a week span or something like that. And then, you know, just like everything else on the internet, it comes in waves. And so like there will be like a lull for like, you know, a couple months, and then, you know, right back at it again, people just sending it to me. You know, and then it was like, I knew it was like, I don't know, like a mainstream thing when it would be like, you know, people I used to like work with at the bank or people from high school or some shit, like sending it to me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, if only you knew.
When was the last time you were sent the meme?
I feel like probably like last year or something like that. Like someone I hadn't talked to in like a long time, like sent it to me, I feel like.
Have you gotten any of the other memes recently?
No, but it is funny because I feel like obviously like the Mott's meme kind of like became almost like this like catch-all phrase for like anytime there was like any viral ska thing going around.
Mm-hmm.
God, like there was like the one that was just like grab your trumpet, we're having a ska day, and then it was just like, no, don't you mean spa day, or whatever that one was. Like,
yeah,
I feel like that one also like came around. I got a million of those, and then I'm trying to blank on what else there was, but like anytime there was any sort of vile ska thing, it'd always be like, oh, this is the new mozzarella stick meme.
Yeah.
What's your read on the meme itself? Like, can you remember what you thought of it and what you're like, did you think it was funny? Did you think it was dumb? You know, that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, anytime there's anything that gets ska attention, it's, you know, it's still good, but, you know, it's obviously like more in the realm of like, hey, isn't ska this like goofy music that's like playing in, you know, it's like it almost like embodied the whole like ska is, you know, just for America's Funniest Home Videos kind of thing. That's like kind of the overall vibe I get of like reading it, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's for kids, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was like I think when it first that was the thing, I was probably unnecessarily angry about it. Obviously now in hindsight, I'm just like, why were we so mad about this, you know?
When was the last time you ate mozzarella sticks?
I definitely had some for my birthday last year. There's like this vegan Italian restaurant in LA that we go to occasionally on my birthday because it's a bit pricey, and they have very good vegan mozzarella sticks there. So yeah, like last March, I think.
Can you eat mozzarella sticks without thinking about the meme or ska music?
No, it's impossible. Yeah, I mean, and of course, like anytime I'm with like friends, like I think I was with Jer like last year for my birthday. And of course, it's always like, well, we're eating mozzarella sticks, gotta take a picture, you know.
And then boom, viral.
Just like the mozzarella stick meme. 10 whole likes.
I remember you ordered some at one point and had them like DoorDash to Mike Zasinski's house.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh jeez.
Like to celebrate something.
Yeah, I think it was like. I want to say it was like. It must have been like the Can't Complain release, like the first day it got announced, and Mike was just so busy because they were just like selling so many records, and he was just doing this and that. And I think like I coordinated to like, yeah, DoorDash his mozzarella sticks to his fucking house just for the bit. And I don't know. I think he probably thought it was funny for 2 seconds, and that was it. But glad I spent like $40 on it though. So well worth it.
When did you change your Instagram handle to please tag me in your ska posts?
I think that's the only Instagram handle I've ever had.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
But why did you make that your handle?
To foreshadow this particular meme we're talking about. No, I don't know. Well, I believe you cover this part in your book, Aaron.
I know. Well, go read the book, everybody. But also listen to this episode where Brent will attempt to answer the question again.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, I think around the time I was like feeling, being annoyed by, particularly like friends who like used to listen to ska, who were like all about it at one point, and then at some point like grew too cool for ska and kind of like pretended like they didn't like it anymore. And because of that, like their whole perception of people who still listen to ska, especially like me, was like, even though I listen to like many genres, but because ska is one of them, like that defines my entire musical taste. And so, I'd run into them at like a show or something like that, and they would like introduce me to people and be like, this is Brent, he's a ska guy, as if that is just my entire personality. And there was just like other instances like that. And I just like got to the point where I'm just like, I think like, yeah, when I first signed up for Instagram, I'm just like, I'm just going to like create this like embellishment of my own persona, and just that these kind of people think that I am, and just lean into it because that's just what they think I am. So it is not really a real call to action, despite some people just tagging me in their random ska posts, like complete strangers and shit. But it's more of it a ironic call to action. But whatever.
Why do you suppose the mozzarella stick meme of all the ska memes is the one that really caught on the most, and especially with people like outside of ska?
Man, I don't know. I think also it might. I feel like it kind of leans into kind of what I was just saying, and like because it like creates this like visual of like all of the the stigma and just like the goofy side of ska that these non-ska folks like latch on to. So I think they're like, they look at that, they're like, see, I told you, this is what the genre is, and I don't know. That's just, I mean, you're also putting me on the spot. That's my take based off that.
Do you think that the meme, in a way, I know that it's like kind of gets like ska gets the meme, but do you think the meme is really about like a specific style of ska without it saying that? Like it's like about like the Real Big Fish type of ska band in a way? Like that's what this meme's about?
I mean, to your point, I guess it's kind of unclear, but then obviously there's been like the versions where people have taken the tweet and like attached like a Real Big Fish photo or just like some other.
Yeah, it's true. That's like the later, and probably the one you see mostly now is has a picture of Real Big Fish, but that wasn't how it started.
I think my favorite version of that iteration though is the picture of Real Big Fish, and then people will add the music of Less Than Jake.
Wait, what?
I think like they'll like because you can put it on Instagram, and so it's like the tweet.
Oh, okay.
And then the image is Real Big Fish, but then the music that they'll pick is a Less Than Jake song.
Look, man, all ska bands look alike, all right? You got horns in your photo, you're Less Than Jake, all right?
Mm-hmm.
How goofy do you think ska actually is?
I mean, in a way, isn't all genres goofy? All genres are also serious. All genres are emotional, right? Like, I mean, music is supposed to be fun, so I would hope that there's some sort of goofy side to it. Look at Omnigod. We look like the most violent band on stage, and then if you only knew what shit we're talking about in our van or in the hotel room, like.
Yeah. What about bands? Like, I feel like there's a whole thing now with like ska bands, like ironically claiming the mozzarella to the point where they're using mozzarella stick imagery. There's some bands now calling themselves Mozzcore. Like, why do you suppose